Hello, everybody, and welcome into the broadcast. My name is Samuel Reese, coming to you live tonight across YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. It's a big game for the Boston Celtics as they are in such a dire situation that they are looking to avoid the play-in round. Currently, the sixth seed in the East with 2 games against the Miami Heat starting this weekend. This is simply a game that the Celtics have to win against a Chicago Bulls team that has struggled all season long. To the starting lineups, first for Boston, as they go with Walker, Smart, Tatum, as well as Fournier. White, Levine, Williams, Tice, the former Celtic, as well as Vucevic, starting for the Bulls. There is no Jaylen Brown or Robert Williams tonight for Boston, as they are each out with injuries. The key matchup, Jason Tatum against Daniel Tice. Can Tice, the former teammate of Jason Tatum, slow him down? Tatum this season averaging 26.5 points, 46% shooting. And as I alluded to on the injury side of things, it's Jaylen Brown out with an ankle injury. Robert Williams has a toe injury. Just one injured player for Chicago, and that is Troy Brown, as he has a concussion. I was going to plan on commentating both the Celtics and the Red Sox tonight, but the Red Sox-Orioles game is in a rain delay currently. So depending on, when or if they start, I may end this broadcast and start a new one. I definitely won't be doing the whole Red Sox game since they haven't even got the tarp off yet, but we'll see. For now, just stay tuned here. And as I mentioned, in the Eastern Conference standings, it is the Celtics in 6th place. The Timberwolves face the Knicks, and the Heat take on the Suns tonight as well. Those are, of course, any game the Heat are involved in, the Celtics will have their eye on because they have identical records, an identical record with Miami. The Heat, Hornets, Pacers, and Wizards currently in those play-in spots, 7 through 10. And then the Bulls still playing with something. Yes, they've struggled all season, but this is what the play-in does. It makes the end of the regular season more entertaining. Chicago are currently 11th, a position at this point in the season with a few weeks left in which a team would normally, just call it quits for the rest of the season. But the Bulls are just 3.5 games out of a play-in. If they can string together a win streak here for the final few games of the season, you never know. They are still in contention for that 10th spot to get into the play-in round. So you never know. We are set to tip things off at the United Center in Chicago, Illinois. It's a 7:45 Eastern time start, 6:45 local time in Chicago. It's been a frustrating season for the Celtics considering the expectations for this team. But tonight, it's a chance to take care of business and grab some momentum heading into their 2 crucial games against the Heat beginning on Sunday. Celtics control the tip. Smart finds Tatum. Tatum driving the baseline. Tough shot. Can't bank it in, and the rebound controlled by Chicago. The officials tonight are David Guthrie, Michael Smith, and Leroy Richardson. Thanks, everyone, for being a part of the broadcast. Here is Vucevic. Vucevic kicks it out. Here's a drive, and the layup is good. Zach LaVine puts the Bulls on the board first, and LaVine did not play in the last meeting between these two teams, and Chicago still came out with the surprise victory. The Celtics have been an offensive machine lately, averaging 131 points per game in their last 3, as that hook shot is short from Tristan Thompson. Vucevic back to LaVine. Vucevic, formerly of the Orlando Magic. That ball pass does deflect into the backcourt, retrieved by Vucevic. And here's a right wing 3 off the mark on the effort by Kobe White, formerly of UNC in his college days. Kemba Walker takes it strong, draws the contact. A foul goes against Nikola Vucevic. 2 free throws on the way for Kemba as he looks to put Boston on the board. Celtics wearing white tonight, the Bulls in their traditional red uniforms. And he will rattle in the first free throw as the Celtics are on the board. A 2-1 Bulls lead in the early stages. Walker knocks down both, and it's all level. What's going on, Karam? How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, a big game tonight indeed. Yes, we got to avoid the play-in, and we have 2 big games against the Heat coming up as well. But first things first, as you said, we got to take care of business tonight. As the 3 is knocked down by Levine, 5-2 Bulls lead. Walker gives it up to Smart. His triple is short. He grabs his own rebound, kicks it out to Walker. This 3 no good. And this time, Chicago control the rebound. Now it's into the hands of the lethal ball handler in Zach LaVine for Chicago. He pulls up from downtown. That's off the back iron. Here's Jason Tatum. Cross court to Fournier. Fournier pulls up, knocks it down. Nicely done by Evan Fournier. Yeah, the Mavs have to take care of business tonight against the Cavs. Yep. Here is White. Nice pass to Vucevic. His pull-up is short. Fournier taps the rebound to Walker. Walker to Tatum. Step back 3 on the way. No. Rebound White. He'll push it ahead. Nice pass, but LaVine could not handle the pass from White, and the Bulls turn it over for the first time. Fournier with his first basket of the game on the last Celtics possession. Tatum hands it off to Fournier. Looking for a 3. It's a swoosh. Evan Fournier getting hot early on for the Boston Celtics. They take a 2-point lead 3 minutes in. Vucevic finds LaVine. Now back with Vucevic, defended by Thompson. Vucevic all the way into the lane. Off balance shot, no good. Tice tips out the rebound to White. But the shot clock expires. However, the referees are going to converse. Did that wild shot from Vucevic nick the rim? I think that's what the referees are talking about. Because if so, the shot clock never reset. And it should have if it did indeed hit the rim. And they do rule it did. So they'll put 12 on the shot clock. Here is Daniel Tice, the former Celtic. Top of the key, LaVine. LaVine picked up by Tatum. Step back 3. No. Marcus Smart, the rebound, pushes ahead to Walker. Walker, the right-handed circus shot is good. Nifty moves from Cardiac Kemba, 9-5. Boston in the lead. Here's Kobe White. Vucevic gets it to the left wing with Patrick Williams. His pull-up is good as he knocks down the mid-range shot. 9-7 Celtics lead. Here's Marcus Smart. He'll hand it off to Tatum. Tatum backs it up. Guarded by Tice. Tatum, a triple. No good. Tatum not in the rhythm as of yet. He'll need to step up with no Jaylen Brown tonight as he nurses an ankle injury. Vucevic hands it off to White. White back to Vucevic. A foul on the shot. It goes against Thompson, and 2 free throws are on the way for the Chicago big man. Going back to that Walker basket. Nice adjustment in the air to convert the shot. Celtics lead by 2. 7:44 left in the opening quarter of play. First free throw is good. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in on this Friday night. The Red Sox currently in a rain delay, so I was planning to call both the Celtics and Red Sox games, but I don't know. The rain's coming down pretty hard in Baltimore. We'll see if that game is played tonight. If it is, I might check in on it, but I'm definitely not staying on for the whole game. As the floater is knocked down by Fournier. He has 7 out of the 11 Boston points early on. 2-point Celtics lead. White finds Tice. He'll take a three, and it's good. Daniel Tice with a rare three-point make. The Bulls lead by one. Fournier to the baseline. He'll find Thompson. Thompson, a little hesitation on the turnaround, can't convert. And on the rebound, a timeout will be called by the Chicago Bulls. 12-11. The Bulls leading early, 7:01 to play in the opening quarter at the United Center. I'm back after a quick break. We're just getting started. Celtics Bulls, Chicago by one. Welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. Celtics down one early at the United Center in Chicago, Illinois. It's a 1-point Bulls lead. Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier with the second best net rating among any two-man lineup with 95 or more minutes played together, a plus 30.8 net rating and 120.2 offensive rating, and a 3.19 assist to turnover ratio. So ever since Fournier made the move over for the Magic, yes, he's had some struggles dealing with the effects of COVID-19, but he started to really mesh well with Kemba Walker, which is something you like to see if you're a Celtics fan. 5 minutes in, Chicago basketball. Here's Vucevic, double team, the kick out to Williams. His three no good, and there for the rebound is Thompson. Kemba Walker in the corner. Step back three. Good. Kemba Walker from downtown. And the Celtics reclaim the lead. We're going to go inside to Tice. And that shot will fall for Daniel Tice. Walker feeling it. That shot off the mark. Now at the other end, it's Kobe White. He gives it up. Vucevic off the mark from three. Offensive rebound. The putback no good by Levine. And this time it's claimed by Smart. Smart ahead to Fournier. Fournier to the left wing. Fakes the shot. Pass inside. Batted away from Thompson and stolen by Levine. Here come the Bulls. Patrick Williams accelerates to the rim. No good. Vucevic, the offensive board. And the putback will go for two. It's a 2-point Bulls lead. 16-14 the score. Fournier fakes the three. Leans into the double clutch. Knocks down the triple. Is the game blacked out on ESPN for me? Yeah, it is. It is, Karam. Yeah. Yeah, I went on ESPN because I like to view the games on the national telecast when I can, just to change it up a bit. But yeah, it was blacked out, so I have to go with the local feed. As the tip in is good from Tristan Thompson, a 3-point Celtics advantage. 19-16 the score. Vucevic to the cutting Levine. Levine lays it in plus the foul. And a 3-point play opportunity for the star of the Bulls. Yeah, it's weird, Karam. Like sometimes a national game, I can get it on, I can get it both on the national broadcast and the local broadcast, and other times they black it out. If you live in the region on the national broadcast and you have to watch the local one. I don't know, how they regulate that, but Levine had a big game against the Celtics earlier in the season on January 25th. Free throw is good. We're tied at 19. 4:30 to go in the opening quarter of play. Walker, nice pass to Cornette, the former Bull. Cornette to the corner. Fournier lost his balance along the baseline and ultimately fell out of bounds as Boston turned it over. It looks like he might have rolled his ankle. But he appears to be all right as he walks it off. (19-19). Here's White on the right wing for Chicago. White down low. Vucevic with a nice find, and the basket is good from Thaddeus Young. Contact as well from Smart. Another 3-point play opportunity for Chicago. Just a really intelligent pass from Vucevic to find Thaddeus Young, who's averaged 12.1 points per game this season. And the made free throw makes it a 3-point Chicago lead. Walker all the way in. A right-handed finish for 2 points. Nicely done by Kemba Walker, doing it all himself. Here's Vucevic. On the left wing now, it's Garrett Temple. Vucevic, cross-court pass. Here's a three. That's short. The rebound eventually claimed by Cornette. Here's Fournier the other way. Into the lane is Nesmith. Nice ball movement by Boston. Fournier wide open. The three is good. And the Celtics reclaim the lead 24-22. Evan Fournier's gotten into a rhythm here in the opening quarter of play. Leading scorer for Boston so far. Here is Young, the step back off the mark. Offensive board by Vucevic. The fake, and now the kick out by Williams. And a traveling violation will go against Chicago. Well, I touched on Walker and Fournier earlier, and those are the two players that have been leading the way here in the opening quarter for Boston. They lead at 24-22, just under 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter of play. Walker in possession. Shot clock down to 7. Walker out to Smart. That three's an air ball, as Marcus Smart was well off the mark on that occasion. And a timeout will be called. 2:40 to go in the opening quarter. It's the Celtics by 2. Evan Fournier with a hot start for Boston. All right, welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. It's the Celtics with a 24-22 lead as we are in the late stages of quarter one at the United Center on this Friday night in Chicago. The Chicago Bulls, 11th in the East, despite being 12 games below 500, are only 3.5 games back of that 10th spot in the East, which would earn them a spot in the play-in round. The Celtics, meanwhile, trying to avoid that play-in, which, of course, involves the 7 through 10 seeds. Celtics currently 6th in the East, but tied with the Miami Heat record-wise. Both teams 35 and 31. That shot no good. Rebounded by Peyton Pritchard, his first entrance of the game. Here's Smart. Nice pass. Tatum at the back door to finish. 26-22, Celtics by 4. Now here's Satoransky. Cornette defending Thaddeus Young. Here's a three from the right wing, knocked down by Lauri Markkanen. Markkanen from downtown makes it a 1-point ball game. 1:40 to go in quarter one. Here's Marcus Smart on the right wing for the Celtics. Smart spins to the basket, finds Cornette off the glass and in. Luke Cornette with his first 2 points of the game against his former team, Chicago. 28-25. Satoransky gets it back from Young. Backs it up. Gets by Cornette. Nice dish to the corner, and that three is on the money from former Celtic Javonte Green. 28-28. We're all tied up with a minute to go in the quarter. Now it's Jason Tatum. Tatum fouled. It will be on the floor, not a shooting foul here. Markkanen picks up the foul. We're tied at 28. Tatum will inbound to Cornette. Pritchard for Tatum. Tatum, the contested shot, no good. And it's Green with the rebound. Bounce pass to Young. Young, the spin move. Floater is an air ball. And Tatum's there to scoop it up underneath the hoop. Half a minute remains in the quarter. Jason Tatum up top for Smart. His triple, no good. And there for the rebound is Garrett Temple. Just about a 3-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Tomas Satoransky in possession with the game tied at 28. Satoransky off the screen for the jumper, knocks it down. Celtics got to go. 5 seconds left in the quarter. 2 to go. Smart to Pritchard at the buzzer. No good. And that takes us to the end of quarter one. And it's the Boston Celtics trailing the Chicago Bulls by 2 after 1 quarter of play at the United Center. These two teams played a close game earlier in the season. It's a game that means a lot for both teams, especially the Celtics. They trail 30-28, the second quarter on the way next. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. We head to quarter number 2 in Chicago. The Bulls with a 2-point lead, 30-28 in the Windy City as we inch closer and closer towards the playoffs. Well, the play-in round before that, I guess you could consider that part of the playoffs. We look at some first quarter stats. Boston shooting 46%. Chicago right around the same at 44%. 11 rebounds for the Celtics, 14 for Chicago. The bench points, however, stand out. The Bulls with 11 of them, Boston with just 2. It's been the starters for the Celtics doing all the work after one quarter. We'll see if that changes in quarter 2. Chicago basketball up 30-28. Here we go. Quarter number 2. In the corner, it's Markkanen. He'll give it up for Patrick Williams. Williams to Satoransky. Satoransky pulls up. The mid-range shot is good. And the Chicago Bulls have a 4-point lead. What's going on, Ben? I appreciate you tuning in, man. Ben from London. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I'm a big soccer fan as well. My favorite team in the Premier League's Chelsea. I've always wanted to go to London. I was actually going to in April of 2020, and then the pandemic hit and I couldn't. But one day I'll make it there. I'd absolutely love to go to England. But yeah, I appreciate you tuning in. It's late night there. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it's been a decent start for the Celtics. Pritchard, Nesmith, Tatum, Parker, and Thompson are on the floor for the Celtics. Here's a Markkanen 3. That's off the mark, and it's rebounded by Tristan Thompson. Here's Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard to the corner. Tatum gives it up to Parker. Parker pulls up. That's too strong. Offensive rebound. Tapped by Tatum and now controlled by Pritchard. Pritchard back to Tatum. And he's called for too many steps. I need to go to Millwall? Okay. All right. I'll keep that in mind for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get to England sometime soon, hopefully. You know, when things get back to normal. Yeah, I appreciate you stopping by, man. That shot no good, and here's Pritchard the other way for the Celtics. Pritchard with a bounce pass a little behind Thompson. Here comes Chicago off to the races the other way. The layup no good. However, a foul was called, and 2 free throws are on the way for Thaddeus Young. Early second quarter, 32-30. Bulls with the slim lead. Young knocks down the first. It's really a must-win for the Celtics because they have those 2 crucial games against the Miami Heat. Celtics and Heat both with the same record, and one of those teams will have to play in the play-in round. Thaddeus Young knocks down both free throws, 34-30. Here's Tatum. Tatum to the right wing with Nesmith. Nesmith the fake, takes it to the baseline. A nice scoop pass to Thompson for the easy 2 points. He throws it down to make it a 2-point game. 34-32. Chicago with the lead. Celtics with 16 points in the paint compared to just 8 for Chicago. And that's a wild kick pass. However, it was deflected as Young was trying to get it to the corner. It will stay Bulls basketball. Going back to that last Celtics possession, a great pass from Nesmith, who's really impressed me in his role off the bench, getting more playing time. The rookie out of Vanderbilt, and going for it all right there was, I believe, Satoransky, and he did get contact. Yep, it was Satoransky. A spin move to get by Tatum, and then try to throw it down on Thompson, but Thompson had other ideas. Perhaps there was a little – no, there was no contact, actually. No foul was called. The dunk was missed, and the Celtics take over. Good look from 3, in and out for Pritchard. Here's Satoransky for Daniel Tice. Now it's Zach LaVine. The fall away is good. Deep 2 from the corner, knocked down by Zach LaVine. It's 36-32 Chicago. By the way, we do have an official word on when the Red Sox game will get underway. It'll be an approximate first pitch of 8:40 Eastern time. So what I'll most likely do is go till halftime, and then I'll end this broadcast, start another one where I'll cover both the Red Sox and Celtics as that three is knocked down. Levine now with 10 points. That his fourth field goal. Here's Thompson, a nice pass to the cutting Neesmith, who missed his shot. Collects his own rebound, keeps the possession alive. Thompson drives in, and the wall of Tice rejects him. However, the putback is good. It's Neesmith for two. Markkanen going to the bucket. He will be fouled. 2 free throws. Going back to that last Celtics possession, a bit of a wild possession. Thompson was denied by Tice, and then Neesmith with not the cleanest of handles, but eventually able to put it in for two. It was actually a non-shooting foul. Or let's see about that. Nope, it was a shooting foul. So Chicago indeed will have 2 free throws. Yep. That's what I thought, but it appeared as though it might have not been for a minute. Garrett Temple is the one at the line. First free throw is good. The Bulls lead by 6. 8:07 left in the first half. This game in Chicago at the United Center. Biggest lead of the game for Chicago, 40-34. Tatum spins. Tatum keeps the dribble. Now finds Parker, and the handle got away. A turnover by Boston. Neesmith has taken a seat, so he will rest up for a few minutes. I'm sure he'll come back in shortly. Evan Turner, one of the assistant coaches for the Celtics, former Celtics player, of course, giving some pointers to the rookie Neesmith over on the bench. 5 on the shot clock for Chicago. Levine's 3 is short, but his own rebound will be collected. Levine out to Tice. Tice the pump fake. Back to Levine. Levine blows by Thompson and stuffed by Parker. However, there was a foul on the play. I don't know. There didn't seem to be much contact there. I'd like to see it once more. Questionable decision. Parker's reaction certainly told his side of the story. Oh no, they actually called a jump ball. Okay. So yeah, I thought originally they called a foul. Perhaps the other referee overruled. So it is a jump ball. One by Chicago. One to shoot. The floater no good. The putback hangs on the rim and doesn't fall. However, it's another offensive rebound for Chicago. Kick out to White. His 3 won't fall. The Bulls with multiple opportunities to score, but come up empty. Here's Evan Fournier. Fournier out to the wide open Parker. It's an air ball 3 scooped up underneath. Thompson back outside, and there will be a foul against the Bulls. The call on Markkanen. 40-34. It's the Chicago Bulls leading the Boston Celtics. 6:49 to go in the half. I'm back in a moment. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back in. About midway through quarter number 2. On Sunday, it will be Tommy Heinsohn Day. You love to see it. Tommy Heinsohn, unfortunately and sadly, passed away last year. An absolute Celtic legend. If anyone could be called Mr. Celtic, Tommy Heinsohn certainly deserved that name because he did it all as a player, a coach, and then a broadcaster. Obviously, I'm too young to remember him as a player or even a coach, but I certainly loved him as a broadcaster. I really miss him calling Celtics games for NBC Sports Boston. It was always so fun listening to him call the games. He definitely made the games very exciting and brought his own flavor, that's for sure. Wasn't afraid to call out the refs either as Walker pulls up for 3. That's off the mark. Yeah, I know, Ben. Yep. Chelsea and Man City in all English Champions League final should be interesting as Kobe White's 3 is on the mark, 43-34. It's the largest Bulls lead of the game. But yeah, going back to your point, Ben. Yeah, they also play in the Prem tomorrow. Of course, if Man City win, they're champions of the Premier League. Yep, I'll definitely be watching that. As the shot's no good, but Jabari Parker with the one-handed throwdown on the putback. 43-36, 6 minutes to go in the half. 20 points in the paint now for Boston out of 36. That one-handed floater is well off the mark. Here come the Celtics. Ahead goes Walker. The pass snagged by Thompson. Thompson gets inside of Vucevic, but the reverse layup is rejected. Here now is Zach LaVine. LaVine to Vucevic. His 3 is good. 46-36. Chicago by 10. A quick timeout by Brad Stevens. Things not clicking right now for Boston. They trail by double digits. I'll be back after this break. Welcome back. Brad Stevens calling a timeout. His team trails by 10, the largest deficit so far for the Boston Celtics. We'll see if they can respond out of the break. Jason Tatum hasn't really got going so far. As if the current trend continues and Tatum does not find an offensive rhythm, the Celtics could be in trouble. Great to see fans in just about every arena in the NBA at this point in the season. A limited amount of fans allowed at the United Center tonight in Chicago. 5:20 to go. Celtics ball. They trail by 10. Cornette hands it off to Fournier. Fournier spin move out to Grant Williams. His three is short, and White's there for the Chicago rebound. The Celtics just 4 for 18 from three. 7 of 16 are Chicago, meanwhile. Levine in the lane, kicks it out to Tice, and Vucevic is off the mark from three. Cornette the rebound, brought into the front court by Fournier. Walker handles. Kemba pulls up. No good from mid-range. Someone needs to provide a boost for the Celtics team. Here's Tice for three. That is in and out. Tatum there for the rebound. Sorry, Grant Williams there for the rebound. Tatum currently sitting. Here's Smart, top of the key with Walker. Walker puts on the accelerator. Back outside to Fournier. Fournier to the rim. Lays it in. Nice utilization of the backboard from Evan Fournier. 46-38, 4 minutes left in the half. That's 15 points now for Fournier. Here's Kobe White for Chicago. Now Daniel Tice. That won't go. Smart the rebound for Boston. Smart looking cross court. That pass is picked off. And a Smart foul committed by Walker. Yeah, the last basket, though, from Fournier. What a nice basket it was. As I said, 15 points from him. He's really the only Celtic shooter who shot consistently. He's a perfect 6 for 6. 3 for 3 from downtown. 3:45 left in the first half. Thanks, everyone, for stopping by. Here is White. Now a 3 from downtown. It's Kobe White. He's starting to heat up in the second quarter, 49-38. I'll get your comment in a moment, Ben, as here is Kemba Walker. Walker to the baseline. And that is stolen, taken away by Patrick Williams. Here now is Thaddeus Young. That's the 7th turnover for the Celtics. Pass to the corner. That three no good from Temple. An offensive rebound. The putback won't go. And another offensive board as Williams is fouled. You followed the Celtics since the early 70s. Wow, that's awesome, man. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. They have to beat teams like the Bulls. You know, I think for me, you know, I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, so that's why I'm a big Celtics fan. I'm a big Boston sports fan because I live here in the U.S. Just outside of Boston, Massachusetts. So that's why I'm a Boston sports fan. That's why I'm a big Celtics fan. But yeah, I mean, you know, this season's been a frustrating one because they should be better than 35-31. But you know, it's been a lot of inconsistencies throughout as Walker hits a much needed 3. He has 12 points now. What's going on, Abton? I appreciate you stopping by. Who do I think will win? I'm going to go with my Celtics, even though it hasn't been a great start. They currently trail by 8, but I think they'll ultimately pull through as right when I say that, White hits another 3, this time from the left wing. White is leading the way for the Bulls here in quarter 2. Smart on the drive is fouled on the floor. Yeah, the Celtics just can't manage to leave White open like they have because he's knocking down every open shot he gets from three. It's a 52-41 Bulls advantage with 2:11 left in the half. Here's Kemba Walker. Walker out to Cornette. He takes a rare three. That's no good. Celtics just finding no rhythm offensively. Here's White. Now Patrick Williams to Vucevic. Vucevic guarded by Cornette. Bullies his way through and finishes with the left hand. 54-41. The Bulls just quietly expanding upon their lead as Walker takes a three. That is short. Offensive board by Tatum. Cornette finds Smart. Smart along the baseline. Back to Cornette. His floater rolls in for two. About 1:15 to go in the half. Can the Celtics end the half on a run to at least give them some confidence heading into the second half? Here's White, a corner three. That's knocked down. 57-43, the Chicago Bulls with a 14-point lead now. White with 12 points on 4 3-pointers. Tatum to Fournier in the corner. Fournier looking to get by Williams. Floater from the baseline, rims out. The Bulls will slow it down. Here is Kobe White. He's had a hot hand this quarter. He finds Vucevic in the lane. Pass to the corner. Wide open look. And it's Patrick Williams from downtown who makes it a 17-point game. Chicago on an 11-2 run in the last 2 minutes. The Celtics have been sluggish, particularly in the second quarter. They trail by 17 with 15 seconds left in the half. Here's Walker, steps into the three. It is good. Kemba Walker with a big triple. The shot clock is off. 7 seconds left in the half. Ball in the hands of White. White, another three. No, his first miss. And Fournier will shoot from half court, and that will do it for the opening half. It's the Boston Celtics in a hole. They trail the Chicago Bulls by 14 points. The Bulls end the half on a run. Still time to turn around for Boston, but not the first half they were looking for. 24 minutes played, 24 to go at the United Center. 60-46. It's the Chicago Bulls leading the Boston Celtics as the Bulls look to grab that last play-in spot, and the Celtics try to avoid the play-in round by holding on to that 6th seed. Well, what I'm going to do, folks, is the Red Sox are about to start in about 2 minutes. They were in a rain delay, but the rain is gone in Baltimore, so they are going to play here late on this Friday night. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a wrap on this broadcast since it is halftime in the Celtics game, and I'm going to start a new one where I'll be covering both the Red Sox and Celtics, so it'll be double coverage for the two Boston sports teams. Sorry, it's a little inconvenient. The rain delay threw me off. I was going to, from the start, do a stream with both the Celtics, Red Sox. Didn't know if the Red Sox game would be played since they were in a rain delay, but the game is happening. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end this broadcast. Thanks everyone who's tuned in. And I'll start a new one where I'll cover the second half of the Celtics as well as the start of the Red Sox game. So that's what I'll do. That broadcast will get underway in a couple minutes' time. So be on the